Hello, come along with me today while I plan out my August. I'm going to set up the monthly part of August as well as the first week, and I am doing this in my Plum Paper Planner. Now, I've always loved Erin Condren and Passionate Penny Pincher planners, but I found that I wanted the customization options of the Plum Paper Planner, and I've really enjoyed this. I added some inserts into the back of each month for reflection and for prayer, and you can just play around with all kinds of different layouts. You can label things different ways, track things different ways. So yeah, I'm kind of showing you what it looks like, and then I'm going to get started. I do have several goals I want to focus on for this month, and that first goal is consistent school mornings. I homeschool my 3 children. They are 13, 11, and 8, and I have found if I get them up at a specific time every morning and make sure that the rhythm of the morning is kind of slow and gentle and predictable, all of us just seem to do better for the whole rest of the day. And so I need to really break down what these consistent school mornings are going to look like, because if you set goals, you know that you can't just write what you want. You got to really break it down into pieces, and I might do that in a separate video. If you're interested, let me know. I don't know about you guys, but I am by nature just somebody who does a lot of things last minute, and because of that, I can get scatterbrained and forget things. So I made my second goal planning and preparing ahead, and my third goal, 1 YouTube video per week here on this channel. So subscribe and like this video and follow along with that journey. I'm going to do 1 YouTube video per week for the rest of this year and just see where I land. I've found that it's like inspiring me to be creative, and since consistency is not a strength of mine, I'm hoping that this commitment will kind of help sharpen that skill just a little bit for me. I feel like August is an exciting month because it usually marks the beginning of lots of things for us. We start really digging into homeschool again, and our scouting groups that we're in both start back up. And I just love the feeling of kind of wrapping up summer during the month of August and transitioning into a little bit more routine that I've craved. Summer is not my favorite season, y'all. It's just not. But this year I worked extra hard to savor it and slow down and appreciate it. These stickers I'm going through are Paper and Glam. They're old stickers. I don't think she still sells stickers, but she doesn't make updates like she used to. I'm basically starting to use up what I already have. I have a whole another binder full of those stickers. So I'm just using what she called her dashboards. They worked perfectly with like an Erin Condren to add a reading and a savoring category down on this monthly highlight dashboard. I also use a Google Calendar. That's kind of my main way that I track events and our plans. But this allows a totally different part of my brain to kind of wake up and solidify what I'm writing down and what's happening and what's ahead, and be excited for it and celebrate it a little bit. I use this notebook page that's on the other side of the monthly highlights dashboard. I use that to print off pictures from the month to show highlights from our month. And I use a little Polaroid, I think it was called a zip printer. I don't even know if they make them now. You know how technology is. There's probably like 45 new versions and brands. But over the course of the month, I'll print out our most special memories and I'll put them over there on that notebook page. Now you see me writing some things to remember. I do a monthly, what's it called? Oh, a monthly bucket list. And I put national days of celebration on there. Not every single one, but just ones that interest my family. And then I share it with everybody every month. So now I'm on the first week of August, and you can see I've got my computer out. That's because I've got Google Calendar up, and that's what I'm going to pull from. But I'm going to start by just putting things that I need to do every single day that I want to hold myself accountable for. And also, let's be honest, if we put things that we do pretty much anyways on our to-do list and our checklist, it just feels good for some of us to check them off and to see that even on the days where you are tired or sick or upset about something, that you can have these small achievable tasks, I guess, right at your fingertips. My son Beckett brought me an iced chocolate milk, which I thought was very cute. I use the blank box beside the habit tracking for my grocery list for the week, and then I use this blank box above each week for meal plans. Now, I am new to this planner, so I'm trying that out. I'm not a huge meal planner. I usually actually do it a month at a time when I do it. I could do a whole separate video on that probably, but this is something I try to keep up with when I have the energy, because it does seem to really help. Part of the customization of this planner was that I added the weather and the gratefulness blocks. You can actually put whatever you want in those two blocks. But I really enjoy tracking the weather and planning for the next day's weather. I'm sorry, I hiccuped in the middle of saying that. And then I also do my gratefulness every single day. So it made sense to put those in my planner, but you might put something totally different there, like a quote of the day or some other sort of tracker. These stickers are actually from Plum Paper Planner. I got quite a few different sets because typically I like for the look of things to be pretty cohesive in when I'm doing memory planning stuff. I do pretty self-directed learning with my kids. There are a handful of subjects in Kentucky that you have to make sure you're touching on, but there's no specific curriculum or testing for homeschoolers in Kentucky. And so you do have a certain amount of freedom. And I don't unschool my kids, but we are very interest-based, and I try to be gentle in my approach with them because I want them to love learning. I don't want to school them. I want them to learn how to learn and how to use resources and find resources and all that good stuff. So anyways, this year we are trying something out, and we're going to do a once per week co-op, and we're going to do like elective classes in that co-op, like philosophy and drama, and see how they like it. Now I'm going to go back to the reflection page. So you fill most of this out at the end of each month, obviously, but there were a few things that I could put in there right now, especially that goal of staying consistent in the mornings with my babies. I've moved on to the prayer section. What's your all's favorite Bible verse? I want to know. Put it in the comments. These are the ones I'm focusing on for August, but I would love to hear maybe one that's going to be on your heart for the month. Now, I already know that I am going to need to be praying for the leaders of our scouting groups and for our leaders for our co-op, because there's so much work and energy that goes into those things. So I went ahead and wrote those down. And then I put that I'm going to be reading the Homesteader's Herbal Companion. This is a great book, especially for starters. I'm going to be teaching an herbalism class in August for kids, and I want to make sure that I'm up on my knowledge. And then I remembered to put a little prompt for myself to make my fall soaps. I make a goat milk soap in a cold process, so it takes weeks to cure. So I just put a little prompt there for that. And I think that pretty much settles out my first week of August. Thanks for coming along, and I hope to see you in the next one.